Hey, what's up? If you saw the last episode, you can tell I'm in Nigeria right now, in Abuja to be specific. Really awesome. As for why I'm here, doesn't really matter. I'm here for the reason I'm here. I think what does matter is the following like actions I'm going to take. Because I'm still on school. I'm still in school, and I'm not too worried per se. I think there's a couple stuff that have gone a bit tricky in terms of planning, but a lot of stuff I've just been able to move over to another date or just work around. So I think that's gonna be fine. The one thing I am worried about is that my math professor in trigonometry and linear algebra, he's been trying to like plan what we're going to take the midterm. So there was some speculate like he said some stuff about like oh maybe taking on Friday or maybe on Monday. He wants to do like a 24-hour midterm thing. So he was worried about like maybe if Sunday wasn't going to be a good day to do it. So I really don't know. I get back on Sunday. I personally am fine doing it kind of whenever. The only issue is that he wants us to hand it in person, like the paper. And I think that's like I think for the convenience of grading, that's probably the reason. I do think that's gonna be a bit tricky in terms of my situation. So hopefully we can figure something out in that area. But besides that, I think I'm good. Um, Stuff are going well on my end. Thank the Lord. Honestly, just thank the Lord for so many stuff. Got here safely and just a bunch of other accomplishments I'll get into later. I'm excited. I am excited. I think it's really cool. I'm even in the cinema room right now. Let me actually see if I can do a quick. It's a really nice place. That's just a quick, probably could have been better tour of the cinema room. But I'm just getting a couple stuff done here. Trying to get some work done. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if there's anything else for me to really talk about in terms of big stuff. There's one I really want to talk about, but I really want to give myself the proper space and time just to go into it fully because I think it's something I'm really proud of, something I'm just really grateful for everyone who's helped me. A lot of prayers answered on that part. Um, but yeah, I do think one thing I am thinking about more so is like I want to get back into more technical projects. I think I've been a bit like hesitant in that area. I know there's a project that I want to work on but seems too big. And I think that's the project I should probably work on. That project being the map one. Trying to like build a map for events. I think my worry is like I don't know what it's gonna be like. I think it's something I should definitely try out. I think I've worked with the Google Maps API before, so continue my work there will be nice. So I think that's where I want to go from here. In Nigeria though, I do think even though it wasn't like what I was expecting, like this was like a last minute trip. I kind of want to make this trip a trip that I can say, okay, this was the best decision to make. Um, so I'm trying to see how I can take advantage of that. I still haven't come to a conclusion. I do think it's nice to kind of abstract myself from my surroundings and be like, okay, how can I approach stuff differently? I know with the Sutherland situation, with the fire ticket being taken, I've been trying to find out alternatives. I do think it'll be really interesting to explore a console of some sorts being installed in a common lounge just to see the effects that would have. Maybe it would encourage more gaming. I guess more gaming, but also just like more communal activities. Like if you see someone playing FIFA and you want to hop on, like oh yo, I have next. So that's really interesting. That's something I thought more about because in the airplane in France, really cool airport by the way. They had like this common space for just like playing PS5, and it was really cool. So I want to try exploring that in some sense. I think um, the biggest limitations are the financial constraints as well as the I don't want it to be taken. I think a Fire Stick, I still am not sure what fully happened, but the PS5, I am sure that the remote might be broken or something might be misplaced or taken intentionally. But I do think it's interesting, just abstracting myself from the situation, environment, and seeing what I can do from there. I've also been reading more of the Zero to One by Peter Thiel. Really interesting book. There was a portion of the book I don't remember exactly, but I was like, oh, I disagree. And as I was reading more, I was like, okay, maybe he has a point. I think that's something I'm definitely working on more. I think I'm trying to mature in that sense of like, even if I disagree with something, I still should explore the idea. I know like I struggle with that a lot, so I want to try work on that skill of just being more willing to listen, even the times when I don't want to listen. 'Cause I think it's something that kind of held me back, especially in my learning. I know when it comes to YouTube videos, this one talks on what I don't like. If it bring up a point I don't like, or if I think like if I just don't like something about a video, I can be it's very easy for me to click off and just go to something entirely different. So I think I want to try stomping that out and trying to be someone who can gain information from all sources. Um, Besides that, there's not much else to say. So besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.